Today we got the first update of Chapter 6 Season 2, which added new weapons, a new golden llama, and a new community quest to unlock mythics and exotics in black markets. And this could potentially make Peterbot's drop even better, which is only going to lead to more domination from him and his trio on an A, and also Vino's trio on a U. And there's also a new update coming to rebooting teammates, and in this video I'm going to go over all of that I just mentioned, as well as go over new trios we saw in EU, in today's Performance Evaluation Cup, and how this might affect MrSavage moving forward in his looking for trio situation. And also I'm going to talk about how Clix dominated the NA Eval Cup finals, so stay tuned for that. But first let's go over what's new in today's update, starting with the addition of the pump and dump weapon, which is an SMG and shotgun in one item. And this is a solid weapon, definitely nothing OP. I think this will be a lot better in solos than it is in trios, but we'll have to see how it plays out in this week's Divisional Cup first to see how it fits within trios. But I kind of just think it's a little awkward and pretty hard to box fight with, and you can find the pump and dump anywhere, but it's also sold at Mythic or Gold rarity in the Crime City black market and at Gold rarity in the Magic Mosses black market. Another insane change is that the Mythic Sentinel pump, which was supposed to be in the Crime City black market, is now actually spawning inside of a chest inside of the train, and Crime City pretty much always gets the train, so trios like Peterbot on an A and Vino on a U can now get the Mythic Pump and the Mythic Pump and Dump as well if they choose so. So even more firepower for already insane trios, which is scary for the rest of the teams on those regions. Moving on to another new weapon added today was the Outlaw Shotgun, which is a 2-shot double barrel shotgun, which has a pretty big spread. Not sure how much this will be used in comparison to the Sentinel Pump, since that shotgun is very good, especially with the structure damage. So we're gonna have to see how that's used in Divisional Cups, but I think it's gonna kind of be like the Oni shotgun from last season, where it pretty much just doesn't get used at all, and we're gonna have a one shotgun meta just like last season. And lastly added today was the Rocket Drill, which works just like the Rocket Ram from Chapter 4, but this item is actually not even in comp. Then next for weapons, we have 3 new mythics and a bunch of exotics being added to the game with the Outlaw Keycard community quest, which is to help unlock the black market backrooms, and these doors get unlocked as the community steals gold in game. And in these black markets will be the Mythic Brutus minigun at Magic Mosses, Mythic Outlaw Shotgun at Crime City, and the Mythic Midas Gilded Eye Drum Gun at Rolling Blossoms Farm, south of Seaport. Only time will tell once these are unlocked if they are in comp or not, but the thought of having a Mythic minigun back in the game after Chapter 2 OG is quite scary. Then moving on from weapons in this update, we have a new Golden Llama, which spawns randomly around the map, and these give you 1,000 gold or gold rush splashes, ammo, and a chance of getting Dilbit coins. And something to take note of with these llamas is that they actually don't give you mats, and there's 10 of these llamas that spawn each game, so a really solid addition to the game. And this is actually going to up the overall gold economy of the lobby and comp by a lot, so it'll be interesting to see how these maybe play out for black markets across the map. Then lastly in this update, another new feature which actually is coming next week is the update to rebooting your teammates. So in addition to just getting the reboot cards and rebooting your teammates normally, you will now be able to buy a reboot card for 500 gold for each teammate, or you can spend 1,000 gold to reboot your entire team and also have them reboot with an AR and shields as well. So imagine in comp, teams like Vino or Peterbot's trio who have infinite gold can just fight anybody, and if 1 or 2 of them happen to die, they can just reboot the whole entire team back with an AR and shields so they aren't completely shambles. I do think this is overall a really solid feature and a great addition for pubs or even comp, as it will make rebooting a lot better. Let me know your thoughts on today's update and what you think of the new weapon additions, the new Golden Llama, and also what you think of this update to rebooting coming next week. Then the next thing I want to talk about is trios on EU. We had some new trios form on EU before today's Eval Cup, with a couple of them struggling, which could potentially be good if you're a MrSavage fan. The first new trio is Pablo, Thomas HD, and Panzer, and they are the only new trio of the 3 to qualify to the Eval Finals. Then we have Chris, Tayson, Chicho, and Trulex, Teeny, Skeevy, who both failed to qualify to the Eval Finals. Now I'm sure these 2 trios are going to keep playing in the Divisional Cups this week, but if they fail to qualify to the Divisional Cup Finals, I could see maybe MrSavage being in play for some of these players. Now, MrSavage is actually not playing in the divisional cups this week due to having surgery, so he will be back next week, and I'm not sure how this surgery is going to impact his options or impact his gameplay, but he's definitely going to have some options open up after this week's divisional cup. I could even see maybe Pink and Nebs being an option for Savage moving forward. Pink and Savage did have that pretty good run in duos a while back, and I think they could be a pretty solid trio if they actually gave it a shot. Might not be exactly what Savage fans want, but he's going to have to play with somebody. Let me know who you guys think Savage will or should play with moving forward. I hope he finds a trio soon, as FNCS will be here before you know it, and he's in a pretty rough spot right now. Then moving on to the NA Eval Cup, we once again saw the trio of Clix, Amzo, and Higgs popping off, this time winning 3 of the 4 games, including the first 3 games, which is a record for wins in an Eval Finals. And this once again just shows how good they are at actually getting wins in finals matches. And even in the last Trio Cash Cup Finals, they won 2 games of that as well. So I'd say they are easily the best team at winning games in finals right now on NA. I still think to have a chance of competing with Peterbot in Cash Cups or FNCS, they are going to have to get a little bit more kills, but the consistency is really impressive from them. And with Acorn's trio being contested this season, they really are the only team on NA right now that can keep up with Peterbot in any way with how consistent they are. So if they can figure out a way to get a couple more kills each game without sacrificing their consistency, we could seriously see them competing with Peterbot for Cash Cup wins or maybe even an FNCS win this season. Overall, today was a big day filled with a new content update, bringing new items and new features to the game, and also brings a new week of competitive, which brings new trios and some already insane performances to start the week thanks to Clix. And if you guys want to stay caught up on Fortnite competitive, make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel with noties on to always be caught up on everything going on. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on it so it gets pushed out to more people. FNCS Divisional Cup Week 2 is here, and I can't wait to see what content it brings. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.